Hey PJs, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. This is going to be my restock video for my restock coming in just a few hours after you've seen this video. It will be live at 2 p.m. CST, which is my time. I'll post the other times on the screen now. And of course I will leave my link to my shop in the description if you want to check them out. I did finally get my new containers, so this is what they look like. They look absolutely gorgeous. I love the way they look. They're just, oh my goodness, I am obsessed. All of the slimes are 8 ounces and they come in these screw top black lid containers with my slime shop logo on the top and the slime name on the bottom. And just like the last restock I had, which was almost a year ago, these slimes are going to be in very limited small quantity just so that I can keep the restock pretty small right now as I'm trying to get back into selling. The first slime for this restock is Candy Kingdom. This is a foam slime with some multicolored foam beads in it as well, some candy Fimo slices, and a candy charm that is completely random. You might get one that looks like the one that I have, and you might get one that looks slightly different. It just kind of varies. The base is a clear slime that has been colored a bubblegum pink to help represent this slime. If you've ever seen Adventure Time, you'll know what this slime is inspired by. It is inspired by the Candy Kingdom that is in that show, which is ruled by Princess Bubblegum, hence why it is colored like bubblegum. And with the scent, it also ties into that because it is scented sweet candy and bubblegum. So I really wanted to tie her reign into the slime, and even if you haven't seen Adventure Time or anything like that, this slime is more on the vague side so that you can still enjoy it even if you don't know what it is referencing. This is a super crunchy and fluffy type of foam slime. I've noticed that the more I spend time with it and like stretch it out and everything, it gets extremely fluffy. I don't know if that's typical. I mean, at least most floams that I've tried don't get like fluffy. I mean, they get inflated, but they don't get fluffy, and this one gets fluffy, which I really enjoy. It also gets kind of bouncy as well, of course, as it inflates, and it holds a ton of air. It at least doubles in size before you even hit like the 5-minute mark that you're supposed to do with inflating slimes. It gets pretty big pretty fast. This slime has endless crunches, ASMR, bubble pops, anything you're really going to want to hear from a slime, this slime can do it. And I feel like slimes in general just seem to be one of those underrated textures. I feel like not a lot of people make them. And then you have the, like, is it like a foam or a micro foam, or I don't know. There's just so many different variations that I really wanted to start bringing them back as well, because when I first started playing with slime, foams were definitely one of my favorite. They were just so fun to play with, and they feel so nice on your hands, like a massage, and I like crunching them. I am posting the prices of the slimes as well, that way you can get a general idea of what they're going to cost, and you might notice this one is cheaper than the rest, is kind of separated from them, and that is because it does have some slight fallout. As I was playing with this one during this, I didn't have any beads fall out, but I remember when I was mixing together the big batch, it did have like a few here and there come out, so I wasn't comfortable with listing it at its full price. Next slime in the restock is Orange Juice, and this one is one of those pride and joy slimes that I made that I've worked so hard trying to make the perfect texture, and I think I've achieved it. This is an American coated clear slime that looks and is scented exactly like orange juice, and it comes with the cutest orange charm. Like, everything about this one I'm so obsessed with. Like, I'm one of those people that likes apple juice more than orange juice. But this one is really making me love orange juice. Like, I am so happy with the way this one turned out, and I'm so excited for you guys to try this texture. So like mentioned, it is an American coated clear slime, so it is made with just your generic like Elmer's glue or something you can find here, and not like Korean glue or anything like that. And so the difference is it's not going to be like really runny and like thin like most coated clear slimes are that you've probably tried. It also may not be 100% like residue proof, so it's just super hard to get it to that point if you're not using some kind of foreign glue. I'm not really sure what the science is behind it. I haven't looked into it. I need to at some point because I do want to make some other types of coated slimes, but this one is just made with American glue, so it is going to be a little bit different. This one in particular is a little thinner than most, I would say, because I did thin it out a little bit to make it a little more like orange juice. So it was even harder to coat it at that point. But I think I did it. At least for me, it doesn't leave pretty much any residue. If I'm a little hot on my hands, it might every once in a while, but besides that, it stays completely non-tacky, coated, everything. When you inflate it, it gets super bubbly, crispy, and crunchy, and definitely inflates, I feel like, a lot more than a generic clear slime. It starts off ultra glossy, clicky, and smooth, and it's just so holdable. Like, you could just fold this one over for days and it's not gonna melt in your hands. It is so fun to play with, and like I'm telling you guys, this is like the closest you can get to orange juice without it being orange juice. Third for this restock is by Moonlight. This is a super unique textured, semi-jiggly, thick and smooth slime that is scented like stormy nights. It has a really just familiar scent to it. Like, you're gonna smell it, it's gonna smell nostalgic, very kind of outdoorsy, kind of like before or after rain. Like that smell that, like, I feel like everybody knows what that smells like. It just smells so good and refreshing, and it was so perfect for this slime. To better represent the night sky that I'm going for here, it does come with some moon and night Fimo slices, and it also has a color shift like blue purple-ish that it is hard to tell here. I did just put it in the container like a day before I filmed this so I could get it all ready, so it didn't have the chance to sit, but if you do let it sit for a few days, the top usually becomes blue and the bottom becomes purple, and you can mix it back in together, and sometimes you'll even see the color shift as you're playing with it. This slime is definitely one of those ones that you could really get your aggression out on, whether you just want to chill out and just kind of make all your worries go away and just absolutely slap the crap out of this one. It is perfect for that. You can squeeze it really hard, you could poke it, it just kind of bounces back on you. It's really smooth, non-tacky, and it's definitely a texture I recommend everyone try. It is so fun to play with. I had a huge imagination for this slime. Anytime I thought about what I wanted this one to be like, I just thought about like sitting on a rooftop watching the moon fall, rise, whether you're with friends, whether you're by yourself, listening to chill music, just having no worries in the world, enjoying summer nights, campfires, being outdoors, just being happy. That's what this one was really like, what I was trying to go with, and I'm so happy with the way this one turned out, with the scent and the color and just the way it feels as you play with it. It is so relaxing, and I have no worries in the world while I play with this one, so I'm beyond happy with this one. Second to last is Glitch. This is a multicolored snow fizz that is scented like cucumber water, and it comes with different size snow fizz pieces all in it. Some of them are really tiny, some of them are really big, to give it a very unique feel and some really good crunches. All of the ones that I am shipping are hand like twisted together, so the colors may look a little different to you, but they should all turn out pretty much the same once you mix it together. And this one is just another one that I was so happy with the way it turned out. The colors are so bold and vibrant, and I think they look amazing together. And of course, this slime is inspired by like glitches in technology, glitches in the Matrix if you want to call them, just glitches in our reality, and you know how confusing and all that stuff that they can be. And then once you fully mix it together, it should turn into like a mute purple, almost grayish color to represent the nothingness that you see staring back at you when your technology goes out, when the lights go out, when, you know, uncertainty happens. You don't see anything, but that's what this is inspired by, and I hope this helps maybe calm you a little bit, because, you know, you can still see the colors in here, so hopefully that's a representation that everything will still be okay, even in the face of uncertainty. I'm listening to myself say that over and over again, and I sound like a whole poet. I'm not trying to, I'm really just trying to describe this slime and like the imagery that I'm trying to portray with it, and I feel like I did a good job, but like, I don't know. I'm not good with words, but I feel like that one was pretty good. Anyways, the texture of this slime isn't like your typical Snow Fizz. Like I mentioned, there are multiple different sized Snow Fizz pieces in here to give it a very unique type of texture. It's soft, but it's still crunchy at the same time. There is very minimal tackiness. I know I've mentioned in multiple reviews that for some reason making Snow Fizzes non-tacky is just something that I feel like is not possible at all, but I did make this one as non-tacky as I possibly could, and once you fully inflate this one, it becomes super sizzly and puffy and soft. The fifth and final slime for this restock is the Clouds Take Shape. This is a DIY, what I'm calling a Titan clay slime that comes with a glossy and clicky blue sky colored base that has a slight amount of snow in it, and it is scented like rain. It also comes with another whole deli 8-ounce container of clay that you get to add to the slime yourself, and it also has some cloud phemos with it as well. And the inspiration for this one was really just what I feel like a lot of people at least around me did when we were kids, which was just lay out on our lawn and stare at the clouds all summer day, even though it was extremely hot and I hate hot weather. It was nice looking up at the clouds and trying to figure out what kind of shapes you could make from them, who had the best like answer to something. I remember I saw one that looked like a ketchup bottle at one point, but it was just super fun to do. And so that's what I wanted to take and inspire for this slime. So that's why it comes with a jumbo amount of clay. Here it is so you can see it. I do struggle to get it out of the container because I did get those airtight deli containers, only the best for you guys, but you do get to shape it into anything you want. I do end up shaping mine into just a giant cloud. You could do that. You could shape it into whatever you feel like, whatever you see in the clouds. It doesn't matter. It is up to your imagination. The clay itself is extremely soft. It is probably one of the best clays I've ever used in order to like mold things or mix into slime. So it's just super easy to create whatever shape you're going for. And of course, super easy to mix it into the slime. In the end, you will get around 16 ounces of slime. So if you are wondering why the price is also a bit different on this one than the rest, that is why you're getting 8 ounces of clay and 8 ounces of the slime base. Like I mentioned, mixing in the clay is super satisfying and extremely easy to do because it's just so soft and the base just works so well with it. And once you finally mix it together, you're going to get like one of the pillowiest, softest, cloud-like feeling slimes I think you will ever try. It is extremely soft, it inflates super well and just becomes so just cloud-like. It's like so non-existent. It is so light and airy that sometimes you just gotta wonder if you're even playing with anything. It is so nice. Even when fully inflated, this slime stays non-tacky. It's still really holdable, even though it's spreadable and like not, I don't want to call it like thin, but it's not dense or anything. It is just so fun to play with and definitely one of those textures I find myself getting really mesmerized with as I play with it because it is just so nice and fluffy and soft and spreadable and sizzly and all of those good things. And with that, that is the end of this restock video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, comment down below which slime out of these restock slimes is your favorite, and which one you guys are going to hopefully go and snatch when the restock is live. If you have any questions, any at all about the restock or anything you'd like to ask, also let me know down in the comments. I am more than happy to answer anything. If you're gonna ask me for my favorite restock slime though, I don't think I can answer that. I am way too torn between these. I love them all so very, very much. I've been working on this restock for weeks trying to get everything together and it's finally here and I'm so excited. Now I am signing off and I will see you guys in the next one.